everyone and welcome back to my channel. For those new here, my name is Nicki. I'm an author and editor and I post videos here on YouTube about writing, editing, reading and all the other things I love. Today we're actually here to do a booktube tag, and the tag we're going to do is the Intimidating TBR Tag. I'm going to find out who the original creator is and I will pop that in the information below for you. But for now, let's crack straight on with the questions. Question 1. What book have you been unable to finish? To be honest, I don't think I can think of one. It used to be Tristram Shandy by Lawrence Stern, and I attempted that one twice and gave up. But I did finally finish it last year, managed to get through from beginning to end. So I can't off the top of my head think of another book I've started and not finished. Even if I'm not sure about it, I will persevere because I like to give books a fair chance. I won't DNF it 20 pages in or something like that. You know, I'll read right to the end because sometimes things turn around in the course of the book and you come to appreciate it. Number 2, what book have you yet to read because you haven't had time? I was contemplating this one, and again, this is something that doesn't particularly happen to me a lot. I've always got an ongoing TBR pile, but I do my best to keep it fairly small. I'm certainly under 30 at a time. At the moment I've got about 7 books waiting, which I'll get to probably in the next couple of months. So the only one I can think about is Sir Charles Grandison by Samuel Richardson. This is one that I know was a huge favourite of Jane Austen's, and that makes me interested to read it. I've read some of Richardson's other work, such as Pamela and, oh my goodness, Clarissa. However, this one is a huge commitment. It's a big book, so that's why I haven't gotten to it yet. A book you have yet to read because it's a sequel. The one that came to mind is the final book in the Winter Night trilogy. I actually came to this trilogy from the middle book because I received it as a review copy on NetGalley. I hadn't realised when I requested it that it was the second in the series. So I read it, and it was definitely possible to read it and enjoy it without having read the first book. But before I move on to the third and final one, I would like to go back and just start at the beginning and read all 3 through in order. 4. What book have you yet to read because it's brand new? Well, at the time of filming this, new release is Black Leopard, Red Wolf by Marlon James. It's one I don't have a copy of yet, but it definitely appeals to me, so that's one that hopefully I will be able to get to eventually. 5. What's a book you have yet to read because you read a book by the same author and didn't enjoy it? To be honest, I can't really think of anything for this one. On the whole, if I read an author and I'm not fond of their work, I might give them a second try, but I won't be keeping in mind titles of their new releases or anything like that. So nothing springs to mind for that one, I'm afraid. 6. A book you've yet to read because you're not in the mood for it. This one, at the time I'm filming, I've got on one of those 7 in my waiting list, is 3 Men in a Boat by Jerome K. Jerome. I got it for Christmas. It's one of those classics that I haven't gotten to yet and I really feel I ought to, but at the same time it's not one that I'm particularly thrilled and excited about, so it's kind of keeps just getting bumped down the list, and I will get to it and I will read it probably within the next 2 or 3 months, but it's not one I'm rushing to at the moment. Book 7. Question 7. What book have you yet to read because it's humongous? Well, that's probably the one I already mentioned. Sir Charles Grandison by Samuel Richardson is pretty huge. And so because I've got other stuff on my TBR pile that I need to read within time frames and things like that, I've kind of been putting it off a little bit. Number 8. What book have you yet to read because it was a cover buy that turned out to have poor reviews? To be honest, this isn't something I really do. I am definitely attracted by covers. If I see a cover on NetGalley or in a shop, it will make me go forward, pick the book up, read the blurb, but I never buy just on the cover. I'd always check the blurb, and if I was still on the fence after the blurb, I would check the reviews first, so I can't pick anything for that one. And finally, question 9. What's the most intimidating book in your TBR pile? Again, the only one I can really say is Sir Charles Grandison, and it's only intimidating because of the length and sort of working out when I'm going to fit it into my schedule. So that was the Intimidating TBR tag. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm not going to tag anyone, but if you want to play along, please do so. All the details are below. And I will be back again very soon with another vlog for you. Bye for now, everyone.